Dominance.
So Draper tries to take the space of Nick Natanui. Nick on the follow-up. Advantage taken by Gaff. The ruckman wrestle and fight.
Oh, it's more than a wrestle, I can assure you.
That's one way of stopping Nick Natanui, perhaps, as Ridley knows exactly where to plant himself.
Or just completely take him out of the play.
Maybe tire him out as well. Might be a shoulder. We'll get back to that when play allows us to. As Shuey, spread eagle. Nice take from Ridley again, and he yells out in pain as he was forced to release it. Heppel, Snelling, stolen by Sheed. Ryan, Jetta buzzing around as well. Chi. Nick Nat pushed them off, went back with it to Sheed, who finds Nelson unattended.
Aside.
Got to go all of 50 metres, and then just a fraction more, and it has to be straighter than that. They haven't killed it. Ryan made claims on the mark, but find a way to get it up into the 50. A tough one to mark. Hooker competed hard at ground level. Work to be done. Shuey! Danaher thrashed him into the turf. He got a handball away. Sheed. And they create our opportunity. High ball. Hooker down to Langford. Oh, look at that one. Come back. Came back too far.
Asian was Kale Hooker. He was filthy. The ball didn't get down there quicker.
This is from just before.
As we see round one.
He held his own, young Draper. Certainly early
for the first 2 seconds.
Parrish was able to find it back, and then Shield clouded by Kelly.
He's been clouded a couple of times, Shield. Once by Shuey about 5 minutes ago. That time again, he'll get up though.
Been given a lot of love by Parrish, who's picked him up by the jumper. Things starting to flare a little bit. Redden. He's going to need a replacement, number 8. Over the shoulder number, off the shoulder number going.
Bit of Mummy. Was it Mummy that had it last week?
He did tell you, Mummy wore it for about 20 minutes.
Fine midfielder that he is, he'd love to deliver now, and obviously he doesn't with that. Right across the face, still alive for the Bombers. McDonald, Tip and Woody crashing in. Quick clearance from Cole, fisted by Jetta. It was an idea. Clark, now Stringer, can he have an impact? Draper wasn't far off. Cole attracted a vigorous crowd. It's a little kick out. He made do with what was there. Draper to the square. Danaher just underneath it. It's still there for Snelling. He feigned one way, took the kick, and it falls for Joe. Well, a little bit of luck about that, but they'll take it right now. Now, what's Joe going to do from here? So, regulation drop punt. Nothing's regulation, unfortunately, at the moment for Joe Danaher in front of the sticks. Does get out the back, but Gleeson was well ahead of his opponent, Ryan. Feeds it back through the middle. McDonald, Tip and Woody. He suddenly realised that he was the one that had to fly. Ball with a decent bag of goals. 7 and 5 in matches. Has to get it right here, and he has. He's kicked pure, and that's 3 for the night, and they are right in this now.
And this is a great angle. You can just see none of the West Coast players up the field or even behind the ball communicated to someone to roll back, someone to roll over and become accountable for him. He was just able to waltz inside the forward 50 unattended.
Love this block here, Louis. It's good teamwork, you know. It just seems.
He stays in the fight, but Parrish had the telling handball. Shield gets them in. McGovern over Hooker. McDonald, Tip and Woody again. Parrish in the perfect timing. Danaher elevates. And Ryan found a way with great acrobatics to get it to the outside. Jetta. Can the Eagles get on the march? Darling's got straight up and down the ground. Cole drifting into the square. And he's taken the mark. Tom Cole puts it through, and a merry old Cole is he.
Oh, you wanted that goal so bad. Holding his line a little bit, not taking off, but as soon as they win the ball, you can just see the spread. The ability to provide an option for Darling, so Darling doesn't have to go back, allow Essendon numbers to flood the forward 50. The ability just to work down the ground from a defensive position initially is a key reason why they were able to get that goal.
How happy is Tom Cole? Talented he is, just the 2 disposals tonight, but he's one that already had 1 goal that went through. This one's shaping back, but it just a little tepid off the ball. To Ridley to Guelphy, and now a path opens up for Merritt, who punches that through the air, and you can see why. Langford takes the mark, has time to consider all things, and he plays it for Danaher. Behinds to his name. It's a critical test for Joe, and for the Bombers, just overcompensates. Was fast finishing last week. Oh, he played off. An Eagles mark, and this is going to change. He might play on, he will, versus the siren. Oh, he didn't know how close that was. A telling blow right on the barrel as it was in the first. And it separates. Well, nothing has separated the teams if you look at them now, but it separates that quarter. It was a goal each until then. The Eagles win the quarter, take a 21-point advantage into the last.
They scored a goal in the last few seconds of the first quarter as well, West Coast. The majority of their midfielders just can't get their hands on the football enough.
So the final term is underway, and it begins with Nick Nat Tashee to Redden, who jams it in quickly. And they're on red alert, the Essendon defence. Jetta pounces, and Darling in good position. He protected the ball well. The Eagles have had time to deploy, but credit to Essendon. They've still been able to nudge it forward. Now, this is the kick. This is the choice kick. Well, it looked awkward through the air for Snelling. McDonald, Tip and Woody. There's your way to go. McDonald, Tip and Woody to match Liam Ryan's 4 goals at the other end.
It was like they worked their way through it to a point where Snelling could go quick, and it wasn't the greatest kick, but the trajectory didn't allow West Coast Eagles to zone off and read it in the air. Because it was a flatter kick, they really had to rush towards the drop of the ball and try and spoil it, which caused a really soft drop.
McGrath, Parrish takes it and goes. Bombers coming hard now. They need more out of Stringer if possible. He's still working his way back to fitness. Draper, he'll have a crack any which way. It's deep, it's wobbling, it's difficult. It's a free kick, and it's going to McGovern. Smith comes outside to Ridley. Let's see the mode of operation this time. He runs, he guns. That's not great for Hooker.
He missed Langford. Yeah, Langford in the middle.
Here, Parrish desperate for it. Back through the middle, McDonald, Tip and Woody. It has to be all go, but in the right fashion. And Merritt has a yard on Gaff. He lets him go past and then tries to hit the target. Mosquito takes the mark. Now in his 3rd game, with his side trailing by 15 points. This simply has to be. And as close as it was, unfortunately, for the Bombers.
We involved in that play. Now he's limping from the ground. This is not good with that hamstring injury at 3/4 time.
You have to wonder why he went back out, Lynchy, really. I know it's easy for us to be amateur.
Yeah, straight to the physio, shaking his head.
Well, Lynchy brought it up at 3/4 time. And with his history this season, it was round 5, he did his hamstring, so you just would have thought that was an easy decision to leave him off the ground.
50 in the middle of screen.
You can see him. Yep.
So, again, there's some opportunities, though, really. Rube at the Eagles, a valuable 4 points, and they'll be thrusting up back into the top 4 again tonight. This man, Liam Ryan, at this, moves the chair. Trainer rather than the photographer. The clock will count down. The Eagles will win. It's a question of by how much, and whether Liam Ryan can cap off the night with a 5th goal. It's just the wrong side of the post, but they were accurate when they had to be, the Eagles.